Always like, oh, I'm just gonna.
Lucky Charms next time.
Yeah, I should do
That's what I
Lucky
was gonna
Charms.
say, Lucky Charms.
I should
Same
do,
thing.
yeah, because then it would be easy.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And then I'm glad you didn't try to eat any because every time, last time, she totally was like, you know, do you know how many people have, do you know how many people have put that in there? Or like their hands? Okay, so you were amazing and you like were way less. So a serving size for this would be a cup. So the whole idea of this demonstration, she didn't even get it. She was,
She doesn't like them.
I know, I need to get, I'm gonna get like a really good, I'll get Lucky Charms. So what this is supposed to kind of do is make you realize, so using a bigger bowl, a lot of times people will think, well, I gotta fill it up, right? Obviously this is a really big bowl, but I know people that when they sit down to eat cereal, they probably find the biggest bowl they possibly can. I live with someone that does that, so, and it's like honey bun cereal. I'm like, what is that?
Honey bun cereal?
Yeah.
I didn't know they made that.
Yeah, so obviously something that's gonna have more sugar, just speaking in terms of cereal, the serving size is a lot less. So for this is actually a whole cup, and people are like blown away by this. But what I will say is for this type of cereal, this would be, I mean, if you, does anyone, what do you guys have for breakfast?
A smoothie,
A smoothie?
Yogurt.
Do you not eat breakfast?
banana,
Yogurt.
yogurt.
Have you ever thought of like fruit, just like a quick on the go, have some fruit sitting out so that you're more apt to grabbing like an animal? A banana or an apple?
From this morning.
Oh my goodness. So that was my big thing, is that I was like, I'm gonna be so healthy, I'm a nutritionist, and I'm going to start eating breakfast every single morning. And I was like, I'm gonna get up early. Yeah, that happened for like maybe 3 days. And I was like gonna have eggs, and it was gonna be, so then I just went on Pinterest and found really easy things that you can do with eggs. You make egg cups and you're able to freeze them. And you can just throw them on
I have this cool egg clam cooker.
Yeah.
It's a 1-minute cooker. You scramble the egg in there, close it, vent it, and in 1 minute you have an egg. And so I make like bagel sandwiches for my daughter.
See, that's
With a
perfect.
slice of cheese, or
Yeah.
I put, yeah.
Do you use
It
whole
takes
grain
your
bread?
serving, yeah, well, whole wheat.
Or whole wheat, yeah, there you
It
go.
takes the serving size cost to like 40 cents
Yeah.
versus what you
Going to
$2 and
Tim
$4.
Hortons, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's an awesome
It's
thing.
quick. It's quick.
We
And
have,
you can change it up.
yeah.
All the things.
Yeah. I like to put spinach in my breakfast sandwiches, because we have a breakfast sandwich maker too. But that's like a weekend thing, because I'm like, I'm not getting that thing out. There's like all these contraptions that you like, what is this? It's scary, it's nerve-wracking.
I just got protein powder with greens.
Oh yeah, where'd you get that
I
from?
went to Walmart, and
Okay.
it's like $25 for a container,
Yeah,
and it has.
do you know what the main source?
No carbs.
Okay,
It's all kale, green veggies. I mean, there's the vanilla taste to it
Yeah.
still.
yeah.
I just sprung a little, like, few more dollars for something, so I'd have no sugars, no carbs, and it's just straight vegan.
Doesn't say what the, oh, so it's probably
True vegan or something it's called.
What
It's
kind, do you know what
Protein,
So
yeah.
it's
protein, how many
plant-based.
grams?
where the protein's coming from.
It's probably, yeah,
probably.
plant-based.
It's called plant-based protein.
Okay.
Yeah,
All that, yeah.
that's, hey.
So
And
then
how
you
much
get
of
your
it,
greens.
how much do you put in, like
A scoop.
a scoop? I'll have to look into that.
And you can mix it with water. So
Oh,
I
have
use
you tried
almond
that?
milk a lot, but water eliminates all the stuff, you have to figure out.
Yeah,
It's like a point and a half of almond milk.
okay, yeah. Oh, there you go. Another place, a lot of times people get really like GNC, that's a big, huge, that's very overwhelming. I always tell people go to Wegmans too, they have really good protein, they have organic protein. I mean, it's a little bit more, but that's another, if that is something that you are very concerned with, your protein intake, then there you go. But you can always get pretty much everything that you should be consuming from your diet, if you're eating a healthy, whole diet, which is easier said than done, obviously. Oh, there it is. She's got the picture. Let's see.
So this is the container. And then here's this gluten-free, vegan, no added sugar, and then it goes into all these proteins.
So it has stevia extract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
It
bad?
doesn't have aspartame. I always get worried with like the artificial sweeteners. Stevia is the newest sweetener.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys familiar with stevia? Yeah.
Yes.
So that's really taken the world by storm, I guess you could say, because it used to be aspartame.
Protein, though, that's really good.
Yeah, that is good.
What's the name of that, Brandy?
I'm sorry, I need to stop talking.
No, this is how I love this.
Vega, Vega protein and greens. I was looking for like low carb and no sugar.
Is it
Yeah.
its own way?
It's at Walmart. Just you walk in the 2 aisles on the right, they have all
Thank
the protein bars and shakes, all the prepackaged
By the
stuff.
pharmacy?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
By like they have like they call it diet
Yeah.
bars. things like
Yeah,
that.
they have all the portioned out bars.
Yes.
He hasn't got his license yet, but he's got a car.
One thing at a
What
time.
kind of meat
Might
do
be
you,
coming in.
if you're on low, do you do like
Super exciting.
like
Well,
turkey
I'm supposed to.
burgers, fish?
Fish, chicken, and occasional steak and hamburger.
Yeah. I'm just curious. I always get curious about like the proteins.
No, I'm not like,
No.
I'll eat mushrooms, like, a whole thing. I'll
Yeah.
saute them.
I'm not a mushroom girl at all.
So you can drive every
So,
day in the winter
touche.
now until it's gonna stop. So you're not gonna-
So the handout that I just gave you guys, you can see on the front, there's what you're served versus what's one serving. So this is gonna, and of course they're using like one of the worst things, not the worst thing, but something that fast food. So what you're served versus what's one serving. What are some differences that you see? And on the top, this is confusing. It confused me. That's cheese on the top. I didn't know. I didn't know what that was. I thought that was like another bun,
Half a bun.
but it's cheese.
Right? That's
That's what American cheese looks like.
yes, it does.
I know.
Plastic.
I know they did that on purpose too, because they made it look like it was sweating.
So pickles, the difference between 3 pickles and.
So yeah, what do you see? Why do you think that's?
I don't know, I love pickles, and I just didn't, dill pickles, I didn't think they had
okay.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming these are dill pickles, so.
So
I really
the-
need to cut one of my pickles.
Well, the reason why they're saying that is because pickles have a lot, there's sodium in it. So, I mean, obviously, this is, you have to go with what you want. Can't tell you, but that is, I mean, that's a way. Another thing they have, this bums me out, a lot less ketchup. Do you know why?
Sugar.
Yeah, a lot of sugar and ketchup, a lot less French fries, and they literally cut the burger in half.
That's sad.
So when you
Yeah, but
go,
there was a half
That's a half a
pound.
pound.
A half a pound of.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you're like going out to eat though, right?
You're gonna get a third pound probably.
Yeah.
A quarter pound was.
And they add, they add, well no, they should have added more lettuce, and they should have used a greener lettuce, not iceberg. Right. Just kidding. Not really, but yeah. And there's just some like really crazy facts on the bottom about just numbers that are very mind-blowing. So I have this, I'm gonna see if you guys will probably rock this. Okay, so 20 years ago, a cheeseburger 20 years ago had about 333 calories. How many calories do you think is in today's cheeseburger? So they, is it on the bottom?
How many years ago?
Oh, 20 years ago. So there's 590 calories, 620 calories, or 700 calories.
700.
620.
No.
Random. Wait, was I right? Yeah. No, I totally lied. 590. So it didn't even go up that much.
Oh, okay.
But still. And another thing I will say, when it comes to calories, I'm not like calorie counter. I like to know exactly. But this is just kind of a good idea because if there's more calories, then it's bigger size, right? But I definitely would say when I'm looking at a food label, calories are not the first thing that I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at the sugar, the salt, see what's actually in that, because you can get a can of Diet Coke and it has 0 calories. See what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta be more aware of what it is. All right, 2.4 ounces of French fries 20 years ago had 210 calories. How many calories do you think are in today's portion? 610, 590, or 650? Oh, crinkle cut fries are my favorite.
590.
Yep, 590.
Yay.
Hey.
Spaghetti and meatballs. So 1 cup spaghetti with sauce and 3 meatballs 20 years ago, about 500 calories. So today, just looking at this portion, this is crazy.
Say how big are the meatballs? Jeez.
So this is,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
How many calories do you think?
What are the choices?
1,025, 600, or 800?
1,000, right?
1,000.
That's a lot.
Really?
Think about, just like, think about Olive Garden. They have their unlimited pasta right now. The portions? All right, this one is.
Sale, that's all you
So a 6.5 ounce portion of soda had about 85 calories. How many calories do you think is in today's? So pop. Remember, I remember when I was little, they would have the 250. 250. When I was little, well, now it's like a novelty when you see a little glass.
The little cute bottles.
Yeah, but that was the normal.
Yeah.
Now they've really started, because of the obesity rate, they do have like the little baby cans, because they want people to be more aware. Because it was more difficult when you would look on the food label. People didn't understand that an entire bottle was however many servings. So that's like a huge thing. A lot of people, do you guys all know that? Portion sizes? Yeah. So they changed the food label, well, they finally have started to, and that was one of the big things that they really wanted people to understand, because if you don't know anything about nutrition or the food label, that can be confusing. So that was like one of the big things that they tried to word it differently, so it wasn't as. All right, this one, last one. A bagel 20 years ago was 3 inches in diameter and had 140 calories. How many calories do you think are in today's bagel? 350, 250, or 150?
350.
350. You know what I shop for sometimes? I don't eat them, but the half-size bagels, or like a third.
The little ones?
Yeah, they're just like, take out a whole third of the bagel, it seems, and
They
each
call
half is half-size.
Yeah, now they have like
I like
I
them
call them
ones.
Sammys. I don't really know what they're
Thin
called.
one.
But like those little thin circle.
Yeah,
I like those. And
they're a good alternative.
yeah, and I always make sure I get whole grain. All right, so now I'm gonna make this. It's so good, super easy, and so delicious. So wait, what is this? So I'm not gonna put all that salt in there, because, 350 milligrams is, I always say when you're looking at sodium, if anything is more than 20% of the daily value, you need to kind of be more aware of that. So this is 15%, but I'm not gonna put all that salt in there.
That's a lot of salt.
Yeah. No. And I also grabbed cheese and garlic. And obviously this is just, I like making this in the summer. So I totally cut some of this because I knew it would take me forever. And I'm very particular when I cut my tomatoes.
They're perfect.
Yeah, they are.
That's a problem. So I
It
made
took you
the
2 hours to do that, right?
No, it's okay.
Very sharp knife.
I'm gonna cut off really a little bit. I am super particular when I cut things. Because I want it all to like have the same like feel in your mouth, you know? I don't know.
Consistency.
Yeah. That we have he's a chef, and he is in Niagara County, and when he does his cooking demos, it's just like amazing. I'm like, and he's like so fast, and then he always like looks at the class, because I've sat in his class and he's like, now I just do this because I'm a trained professional. Then he's like, like that is crazy. And then also because we meet regionally every month, and I totally sliced my finger, like one of my first demos. Thankfully, no one they didn't really pay attention because it was more like a tabling event. I still remember what I was making. It was this like coleslaw, this nut coleslaw that I don't even remember. Well, maybe I don't remember. But I sliced my finger, and it was like in my whole glove was just full of blood. Oh, I almost passed out. I was like, I'll be right back. So then at the regional meeting, we had to go over knife safety skills. And everybody taught it. So that worked pretty well for me. And everyone's like, I don't need knife safety skills. And I was like, I do. Yes, I do. Alright. And I always cut things weird.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why you're not cutting all the way down.
So she can go across
Just make
the
it
other way and
grid.
it's already
Oh, I
sliced.
see.
Mm.
See, I, hot
Wow.
dogs. Yeah.
I saw that on
So where you get
YouTube,
all your little dices, and then cut and like.
Yeah.
but I am not fast.
That was,
I can do that to a hot dog.
Pretty cool, right? Look at
You have a
that.
good chopping knife.
You can
though?
take
can really,
anything.
you know,
So you bash it down on your finger when you're cutting.
You gotta keep it, no, your hand on
I
top.
was a chef in a little while at Country Club and I did that.
Keep all your fingers away from.
See, I worked in a restaurant
No.
all throughout college, but I would never go in the back because I was like, that is terrifying. I was just a server. And another thing with these knives, they are like so pretty, but then they're so sharp. So when I'm doing classes with kids, it's like a whole other thing. They're like, can I? I'm like, no.
It looks like it could be safe, but it's not.
It's not.
Right.
So I was kind of bummed when they ordered these. I was like, oh, it's probably not the best option for us. So then I actually do a whole class on knife safety skills. Isn't that ironic? All right. So, what is the rest of the same? 2 tablespoons. So I was trying to find these for you guys, but I don't have any more. But I have something really cool for you. Did I give you guys salad shakers?
no.
Good.
Wow.
Yay.
Yes.
Did you bring any bowls? We didn't get bowls on.
No, and I ran out of bowls.
Oh.
Those were all I
I'm
had.
gonna get more.
I'm gonna try to see if I can order more. But hopefully you'll love my salad shakers. Alright, so I'm using olive oil, Tops brand. What are your thoughts on different oils? What do you guys use?
Olive oil.
Olive oil? Olive oil. Alright. Red wine, vinegar, 2 tablespoons. I made this at the farmer's market, and I swear to goodness, I made a big batch of it, and it just made the whole farmer's market smell so good. I'm just gonna say it was my recipe. I don't really know if it was.
To start mixing oils and dressings and stuff.
Mhm.
Yep. Alright. Little pepper, what does it say? We're just gonna play with it. I can't believe it. I can't believe I actually measured something. That was crazy. I'm just gonna put like a dash of salt. Alright. So whenever I make this, I make sure that I don't put these in right away if I'm waiting to serve it because it gets soggy.
I wouldn't have thought of that,
I
yeah.
never
I
had
would not have
it
thought about
times, but
that.
it makes, sense.
Me too.
It's just a different look on bruschetta. You know what I mean? And obviously, however, if you make bruschetta at home, you can put whatever you want on this. But this is just a fun.
It's easier to serve than trying to lay out the bread.
Yeah.
Top and then slice the bread.
And you know what?
You lose all your toppings.
It still looks cute. And then gotta add the fresh basil. So when I went to the store to get basil because my basil plant died, it was cheaper to buy a plant than it was to buy It was $3.49 to buy a whole plant, or 2 for $5, and they were like these little wilted looking poor things. I was like, all right, we're just gonna go with, we're gonna get the plant. So now my office smells delicious. Does anyone have any basil or cilantro?
Oh, I hate cilantro.
Okay, do
That's
you
the
think,
thing,
do
yeah.
you think that cilantro tastes like soap?
I don't know what it tastes like, but it doesn't taste good.
Because this is true. There's people, like, it's in your DNA that
Really?
cilantro, for some people, it tastes like soap. Because when I first started, I would put was making different recipes, and cilantro was in there. And there was this one woman, and she was like, it tastes like soap to me. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I was just like, oh, that's funny, I'm sorry. And then, like, another person said it, and I was like, and then another person, and I was like, okay, I need to look this up. And that is a real thing.
Huh.
It's like, I don't know. Strange, right?
I don't know if it tastes like soap, it just doesn't taste good.
You should try
The next time you have
Yeah,
it,
we
it's
gotta
gonna
try it
taste like
again.
soap.
Yeah, we gotta test this theory.
Let us know. Yeah, and it's so funny because the one lady, she comes to all my classes at the library, and she's like, there's no cilantro in it, is there? And I just giggle. I'm like, does it taste like soap to her? All right.
What library?
Prendergast.
Oh, you do Jamestown?
Yeah. Yep. It's a fun group. Honestly, I've been going there for so long, you would think that, like, it would kind of, there wouldn't be as many people. And, there's, like, 6 people that just show up. And it's different. Like, I had a brand new girl on Monday. I was so excited. She's like, I heard about you through my doctor's office.
Huh.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
So I was like, cool. She came in, she was, have you guys ever heard of like the bento, it's like the new thing, bento boxes? So it's the Japanese or Chinese?
Japanese, I think.
Japanese.
Uh-huh.
So what I pretty much say is it's just like the adult version of Lunchables, but healthy.
Oh.
Yeah, look at Pinterest has really cool things because I was looking it up because this girl was all about it, and I wanted to know more about it. So she like pulled it up on her phone, and it was pretty cool. There was like ways to make your kids lunches, and it's just like how it's set up, and so it's kind of like the My Plate. Not really the My Plate, but it's pretty cool.
There is a place here in town that serves them.
The bent, okay.
Yeah, because my sister-in-law took pictures of her and her boyfriend's
Fuji
meal.
does and
Yeah.
Tokyo, Beijing.
That was it, Tokyo, Beijing. She was all nuts about it.
Do you want to pass those down?
Absolutely. Sport.
Just keep going.
We're just.
Yeah, no.
You want us to just keep
I
passing?
gotta get my steps in.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right then.
This looks
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
It smells good too,
It
right?
does. It does.
It's right at my tomatoes. There you go. And just put it on.
You can.
Well, I just have an aversion to onions, I found.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I will try it, but
Oh, thank you.
only because Steve's gonna make me
You have no choice.
Tell us if it tastes like soap.
Yeah.
soap or onions.
Yes.
Your smiley face on that American cheese
It's not cheese.
plastic.
It's sweaty.
Plastic.
Don't get me started.
They shouldn't even be able to label it as cheese.
No.
There's nothing, there's like no dairy or nothing.
I totally
scary.
grew up with Velveeta cheese. Like those, that's the only way my mom would make like grilled cheese sandwiches. And it's given me, like, I should be really proud of myself because I still haven't bought Velveeta cheese as an adult.
It doesn't even have to be refrigerated. Like,
I
what-
know.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
That's bad, right?
There's nothing in the ingredients. Yes, that's bad.
How was it? How is it?
What do you guys think?
I was waiting.
Mm-mm.
Good? Yeah? And that was really easy. I mean, obviously you didn't see me crazily cut all the tomatoes because, like you said, my tomatoes are very particular when I cut them.
You can't just handle.
So,
Now, what do you-
go ahead, tell me.
What do you do with the extra stuff that you leave with after one of these presentations? The girl, what's her name?
Angie.
Angie. Do you make stews as well with all the leftovers?
Of,
That's like her,
No, she
like she would use that to make a
Broth.
broth. Thank you, I'm saying the wrong thing.
So Angie's awesome and way better. She's,
No, that's quarter inch.
that girl's got some knowledge, so no, I don't do that. I just, when I plan my week, I make sure that like if I'm doing something, like I'll use it again, yeah. Or if there's ever anything that's like left over and no one else wants it, I just make my friends at my office eat it. They're like, what are we trying today? I'm like, oh. All right,
How much is the serving size of this?
1 cup.
And for a WW Coke, it's 4 points for 1 cup.
There it is again.
Mmm.
But if we just ate a
But
quarter
listen,
cup.
yeah,
what we
and
just
I
ate was a
really,
quarter
you saw
cup.
me how much salt I put in there. Not that salt really has anything. All right, but I also have these awesome salad shakers.
Say what?
I need one, this is Justin's kind.
This is great, thank you.
So there's a little fork in there.
Wow, it's like a Tupperware party.
Yeah. Welcome.
This is nice.
You're welcome. So there
Right, how many of our moms have the-
You're welcome. So you put the salad dressing thingamabob on the top, and then the fork actually sticks down the side of it.
So that helps with your portion.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, it's really hard to open, but I think that's good for you. So that when you are shaking it
Oh, wow, look at
vigorously,
this.
so then you can put the fork on the side. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, I
That's your little
misunderstood.
shot.
This is nice, Mom, thank you.
I am a little crazy, but
Listen.
I decided I probably should.
Boom, like that.
Wow!
So put the lid on first, and then it'll hold, when you put the lid on, it actually holds the fork. Does that make sense?
That's nice.
And then that should go on the top too. Yeah. I forgot to do that. See, there you go.
This is like Christmas.
I know, it's really hard to open, but that's good, so you don't have salad all over the
This is true.
ceiling.
Other way, John.
Other way down.
What?
Upside down. Upside down.
Can we get
Like
that
this,
extra?
Oh,
They're hard to open.
thank you. This is why I can't have nice things.
Thank you.
Can't walk
Alright,
down.
leaving them alone now.
Leave it alone now. Did you guys have any questions?
I
Wow.
do have a question.
Yeah.
Lettuce, I'll have to mix
The
all
1
other
cup
stuff
salad-
and put it on the lettuce.
The 1 cup serving size, is that like what you expected to eat for lunch, or are you just saying
So
this?
this is just a side dish, especially because, but I mean, if
So
you,
it's like your vegetable side of your...
yes, a lunch, but that would be sad, there wouldn't be any protein.
That's what I was saying.
That is a sad sight.
110 calories wouldn't get you very long.
No,
As long as
that's
we're-
why I made this,
Just slap the cheeseburger right next.
oh, there you go. I have made this for like actual picnics,
Yes.
family picnics, this is a nice little, and like I said, don't put these in there, just have it sitting to
Well, you can
it.
see like this is gonna be nice, it has already started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Any other questions?
This is great.
Great, okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.